Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. I am Adam Samuel, and today I'm not, in the Reality Hour morning. I'm just really cold. So we are here to talk about. I don't even know what week of American Idol this is. It's top something, but yeah, there you go. And here to discuss, we have Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I'm okay. I've had a lot going on, but I'm here and American Idol was okay this week.
We also have someone named Eric. I guess Eric's here too. How you doing, Eric?
I'm okay. I had a great weekend despite the rain. My brother got married and it was a great wedding and
Yeah, congratulations. How'd it go?
went really well. Everything went smoothly except for the rain and lots of other things that didn't go smoothly. But it was still a great weekend. So
Good food?
Yay.
good weekend, good week so far. Boring episodes of American Idol mostly, but we'll get through it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be honest.
We do actually have headlines this week.
Oh, there's headlines. Do we have a
Yes.
graphic?
There was one headline really that we want to discuss.
Right.
So it's my turn because it's about Dancing with the Stars, which is my thing. But the show is returning. Not only is it returning to ABC, which I'm very surprised by, but it's going to be live streaming on Disney Plus at the same time, which I can't wait to not watch. So this will be the first TV show ever to be both on a network channel and live streaming simultaneously.
Dance with the Stars, breaking boundaries.
Yeah, I mean, again, yeah, I was kind of surprised by this because Monday Night Football seemed to bring in huge ratings for ABC. So I didn't think that we would ever see it back on ABC again. But I'm not upset about it.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that with Idol, that they kept it on network TV.
I honestly think Idol next year is probably gonna be on the same thing as Dancing with Stars this year, streaming and on network TV.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
And available the next day on Hulu.
I think it's a great idea, honestly, to be on Disney Plus and on network TV at the same time.
But how are they going to do commercials on Disney Plus? Because they've got to have commercials if they're on network TV.
It'll just be the same thing with the show on ABC. They'll figure it out.
Or maybe they'll have a bumper ad or something.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Network TV is dying. It's got a leak. It's on its way out, and I think ratings across the board on everything is low. So if you can't beat them, join them. So
I hope this is what happens to Idol next year, but we'll see.
I don't know, but yeah, is that the only headline we have this week?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, so this was
episodes.
Top 10 / it
was top 12 perform and then top 10 perform.
What'd you guys think of this week? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I didn't like Rock and Roll. I didn't like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame night. I thought the song choices were pretty bad, and the judges' song contest, I don't understand that theme at all.
I just realized we do have another headline, minor. I don't know. Did they announce it on the show who's going to be replacing Katie?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
No. Are you a fan of the choices?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't be worse. So there's that.
Eric,
I kind of feel
it can always be worse.
No,
it can. I do kind of feel a little bit bad for Luke though. Like he wasn't important enough, but Charles is an asshole, so he's not missing much.
I hope Ed Sheeran makes a fun joke about why he's not performing for the Royals.
Well, no, see, I wanted Simon Cowell, but I'm pretty sure he's locked into his NBC contract, and he and King Charles are pretty much the same brand of assholery, so they probably love each other.
Yeah, we love. Honestly, I like Ed Sheeran's first album, Bored Me to Tears. Everything he's done since then has been actually pretty good, in my opinion. And
wait, so you didn't like the song "The A-Team"?
Anything that first album, I did not like.
That song, it's always first on my iPod. So like whenever I plug it in, it's not an iPod, it's an iPhone, but every time you like start playing music, it always defaults to it. So I just have those like the strums of it just ingrained in my head.
Okay.
Yeah. And Alanis Morissette is also going to be the mentor, and I hope she's good.
Me too.
You ought to know. All right, so we're doing this as we usually do. We're gonna go over the contestants as a whole
from
the first night. Yeah. So, and when we talk about a contestant, we'll talk about their entire body of work from the week. So we had 2 performances, and kicking the episode off is Tyson.
No, we're talking about the people who made it through.
Oh, all right.
Well,
So,
but we can.
Are we not going to? Are we going to do eulogies?
Yeah,
because I was waiting for Adam to eulogize Nutza.
You know what?
This week. Yay!
Where are we at with the draft? Where are we at with the draft? Who does everyone have?
I have 3. Grace has 3. Although Grace is going to lose one this week at least, and then you have 2.
Oh boy, I'm just looking at the chart. Yeah,
one to win, Adam, as I proved last season.
Our only contestant this week, so that's good.
What was that?
Our viewers are out of the running.
Well, there you go. But look, I think this is a clear-cut 4-person race,
Yes.
and I don't think anyone else has a chance. And I wish, in the perfect world, if Adam is the producer of American Idol, we would go from 24. What?
Wait, you think it's a 4-person race? I think it's a 3-person race.
I just put 4 just in case, like that other person.
I think it's a 1-person race.
Yeah, I mean, Grace is probably right, but.
Well, anyway, if I was producing the show, I would go 24 to 7. Like, just get it over with.
This is not The Voice, Adam.
No, but then you have 1 episode where each one goes per contestant. One goes per episode. I misspoke. Come on, at least it's something. These people are just going so quickly. It's like, were they even really there? And the crowd goes silent.
We'll never know.
It's like a tree falls in the woods.
The only one I'm sad we lost this week was Tyson, honestly.
Yeah.
He still hasn't delivered anything as good as his first audition, but he did deliver some of his better performances this week than he has in a while. So
all I was thinking on Judges Song Contest night in particular, I mean, the Stevie Wonder song choice was awful, but let's not go there. But I mean, okay, yeah, he was given 3 ballads. He was also given 3 piano songs. Like, were the judges hoping that he would bring the piano back? Because, like, as soon as he started singing Someone You Loved, I was just like, why is he not playing piano on this? Why have we not seen Tyson return to his former glory? I still don't think he deserved to go home, but what can you do?
And no words for Mary Beth?
Yeah.
That's Eric. That's Eric.
None of us picked her for the draft, so
she went home as she competed.
Yep.
Well, another bad song choice was Dancing Queen, and she completely sucked all the energy out. Like, that's a fun, high energy song. And
you
she
can
sang
dance.
It like a country
you
ballad.
can jive.
But like, she didn't do any of that. And it was just, and there are several Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members that she could have picked that would have been a better fit instead of ABBA. And then the Morgan Wallen song, I think, might have shot her in the foot, although she didn't know any of the 3 songs. Do we want to talk about Lucy and Nutza?
Lucy was
DOA.
Snowball's chance in hell. She was.
I thought she was a mess. And the Lionel Richie song, like celebrating Lionel, did she know she was going home at that point?
Yeah.
And she just wanted to sing the song.
So can I ask you guys a question? So if hypothetically you are I guess Grace is a talented singer, but if you are a very talented singer and you're on American Idol and you know you're DOA. You're in that kind of spot where you know it's over. What do you do? Do you perform an original song and be like,
Yes.
hey, at least I'm going out, but here's my songs.
You do whatever you can to promote yourself after the show is over.
So you just throw in the towel. I feel like if you're DOA, you can do anything. Like just
you never give up.
Swing for the fences. Like just even if you're gonna strike out, at least just I don't know, like go nuts. That's what I would do.
Pretty much what Lucy did because that arrangement was a hot mess. I would. I'm a terrible person. I at least would have tried to do something I'm good at, and not completely shun the advice of the mentor. Unless it's bad advice, in which case I don't care. But like, Adam was probably right with Nutsa. Like, maybe a softer song would have been better than singing a Queen song.
Yes.
I mean, not that it matters. I mean, I'm pretty sure next week is Eurovision, so I have a bunch of cramming to do. But I think I might see her there in a year or so.
And she will be amazing.
I mean, she might. There have been contestants from other singing shows who have done it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep going with the actual contestants. Kicking us off, we got Warren Peay. He was, by the way, the fourth that I was. Does he have a shot of winning?
No.
Not at all.
Never ever I'm never going to discount a guitar playing white boy. And
I think he's top
really
4
well.
contestant.
I think he's 4th place, but I think he is in the top 4.
I don't know. There's like this weird kind of genre of contestants that has like been on American Idol where they kind of coast for a while and you think like, oh, they're just going to keep going. And you assume they're going to go home in 4th and they do, but it still feels like you're underestimating them. Examples are Cade Fainer, Wade, like these singers that just, they're always still there, but I don't know. But I don't think he has. Eric, I have to say, I don't think he has he's completely out of the race. I think he's got a slight shot. Eric is silent.
Yeah, I was not crazy about the song choice of House of the Rising Sun, but I never am. Of course, this song is so old that nobody even knows how old it is. Like, no cap. Colder Weather, first of all, I don't.
Grace with the keeping Reality Hour modern.
God damn it. Anyway, and then Colder Weather, I actually thought was a good choice. I'm not entirely convinced that Lionel picked it, but I'm going to say that a lot this week.
None of the judges picked those songs. They were all picked by producers.
Oh, yeah. Again, no cap.
Grace is just throwing lingo today.
I don't know. I thought Colder Weather was probably his best performance so far. And it was the better of the two this week by a mile. I am not going to sleep on Warren at this point. I'm actually kind of afraid of him, especially since Oliver was in the bottom 3 this week.
What about you, Eric? Any thoughts on Warren?
Warren is very much reminding me of Anthony Russell. Never amazing, never bad. Just constantly giving a B-level performance. Both of the performances are fine. Nothing special. Nothing awful. Just, fine.
He does seem destined for 4th place.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But let's talk about someone who's not destined for 4th place. Haven Madison. So Haven kind of reminds me of this moment from SpongeBob where essentially SpongeBob and SpongeBob and Patrick are running, and all of a sudden you see a lasso like land on Patrick and pull him back, and there's like a nuclear explosion, and SpongeBob just kind of freaks out. I think Grace knows what I mean. That's kind of what I feel like Haven is. Haven is SpongeBob in that situation.
And then she's dead. She's not gonna come.
Like she's next. Like Nutsa would have been Patrick.
Okay,
I didn't explain it well. You guys, do you know the thing I'm talking about, Eric?
Not exactly, but I can understand what you're saying. But she's a goner.
Yeah.
And honestly, take everything I said about Warren and just cut and paste it because it's the exact same boat for Haven. Nothing bad, nothing amazing, perfectly fine, perfectly serviceable, nothing special.
I thought Living on a Prayer was a really bad song choice. I mean, I remember when Jordan Sparks sang it and it was a complete catastrophe. And I still think if the votes from the previous week where she was amazing hadn't been combined, she probably would have been in the bottom that week. And yet she won the whole damn show. I don't think the arrangement was the problem. I think the song was just too big for her and or not the right fit. I'm not sure which. Maybe both.
It was a terrible song choice for her, but she sang it fine.
Yeah, and then the only exception, okay, she had 3 bad song choices. Because River would not have been better. Because I Love You would not have been better.
Oh, were both the ever two?
Song. Yeah.
Oh God! I mean, all of those are horrendous song choices.
They were all awful. Like
the only exception is my least favorite Paramore song by like a clear mile.
I like that.
So wait a minute, Eric. Is what you're saying that the only exception is the only exception?
To me, actually, like Paramore singles. Yeah, I would say so.
I was doing a bit.
Like, I mean, I wrote down the other song choices for everybody. Like, I mean, all of the contestants had some clunkers, but like, and last season we had several contestants with 3 bad choices. I think she might have been dealt the worst hand. But then I'm thinking, like, as she was singing, which, I mean, the only exception was the better of the 2 performances, probably the best song choice out of the 3, which says very little. But like, I mean, I know I say this a lot with 16-year-old girls. I don't think she's ready.
Nope.
You know, in a few years, when she goes on another show, undoubtedly, after she's got some time, sure. I mean, even Way, when Way was on The Voice, she was 16. She was at least pretty ready. But like Haven, I'm not seeing it. And Way is like 100 times the performer now than she was then. I don't think her long-term prospects are that great.
Who do we have next? Who's up next?
Okay, so you had nothing to say about Haven, Adam?
I said what I said.
Okay.
So Oliver's next then.
Oliver's up. The most boring contestant left in the competition, along with Iam, in my opinion. And the fact that he needed the judges to save him, he's the goner this week.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia on My Mind is another song that is so old that nobody knows how old it is.
Georgia?
Yeah. I'm not sure why Adam wanted him to play electric guitar and rock it out. Like, that's not who Oliver is.
And that's why because Adam wanted him to try to be interesting. and Oliver can't be interesting, so.
Yeah, and then, of course, I know he was giving me flashbacks, though, when he got 2 John Mayer songs as his other 2 picks, besides the Radiohead song. So he had no doubt that Katy Perry picked the Radiohead song. Both songs, I was just bored. Like, if that song that almost put me to sleep is a risk for him, then I don't know. I was trying to think of like some weird Adam type analogy, and I couldn't think of one because I'm not Adam. So Adam, I'm gonna let you make the analogy.
Oh boy.
Like,
all right.
If that is a risk for him, then
Adam?
I think I cut out. What was that?
We can hear you.
All right. I lost my place. Where are we at?
Because you're making memes during the show.
What's he doing?
He's of the stupid SpongeBob thing he was talking about earlier.
Oh God. We're on Oliver. And Adam, we're just gonna take the fact that you were so bored by Oliver that you decided to make a meme instead of talk about him, and we're gonna move on. Okay?
DOA next week.
Yep.
This is what he sent us.
Do you want me to share it?
I just shared it.
Okay, I will share it.
I'm sharing it right now.
There we go. Okay, let's talk about Colin, shall we?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Eric?
I'm
having too much fun.
I'm milking it. Okay.
You can't milk a horse.
I know.
You also. I think I'm out of puns at this point. I'm disappointed that he's still here.
Oh my god, you can't. Horses do produce milk.
Wait, what? Ew. Ew. Okay.
All right, I have to. While we're doing this, I'm gonna Google more horse puns.
No, you're not.
Okay.
He's saying Midnight Rider. Get it, Rider? Because he's.
Oh my god.
It was good, I guess. So it's been a while. Nothing he's done. Never of the songs were anywhere near as good as Dancing on My Own was last week. But
yeah, maybe I'm fearful that that Dancing on My Own might be too early for him to have his moment, or maybe it's the right time. I don't know.
Dancing on my own.
Full season, I would say it was too early, but it's not a full season, so maybe that's the right time.
It was the right time.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we've saddled him with too much responsibility, to be the winner.
That was lazy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to discredit Colin. I didn't really think anything was that special this week, except for the fact that he chose not to play guitar on the Stained song. I didn't even write down what his other song choices were. He was the one that I missed because it was the end of the show and I wasn't paying attention.
Honestly, I think he's still in the race.
Oh yeah, I think he's top 2 with Iam.
Really, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, there were 2 songs I don't know. It was "Till You Can't" by Cody Johnson and "Starting Over" by Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, I don't know any of those songs. Anyway,
I don't know any of them either, but Chris Stapleton is always a good choice.
Okay,
but now let's move on to
the person who should win this show but won't. Leonie.
She is not winning, but dang it, does she deserve it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's She even said I have nothing, and I'm still rooting for her. That should say it all.
Yes, that's it. I mean, I will say something's got a hold on me with her best performance of the season so far, and the best performance of anyone this week, without any question.
It made me wish that she had been on The Voice when Christina Aguilera was on the show, and that had been their finale duet. Because Christina's not smart enough to pick that, but that would have been killer times 10. Because Christina did do a version of that song.
I will say, I was happy hearing Wei sing the whole song. It was fantastic. I Have Nothing was a horrendous song choice, but she sang it well. So
yeah,
honestly, I really want her to win, but I need her to be in the top 3 so that at least every episode of this show I at least have something to look forward to, because she's the only one that I can actually who can plausibly make the finale that I have any interest in.
She should be in the finale and she should win, but she's not going to.
I was going to say we've got to have at least one girl in this finale.
And it should be Wei.
And for some reason, Haven and Megan just aren't going to do it for me. Something's got a hold on me. At first, I wasn't a fan of the rock arrangement. And I thought at times she was shouting a little bit. I don't see a finale without her. I Have Nothing. She also got 3 bad song choices because one of them was "Don't Watch Me Cry" by Georgia Smith. Never heard of it. The other one was "I Try" by Macy Gray, which vocally showcases very little. That's why Macy Gray was a one-hit wonder. But I've said this before. The first rule of singing Whitney Houston songs is don't. The second rule is don't sing that one unless you're forced to.
So which one should you sing? If Grace has to perform a Whitney Houston song, which is it going to be?
God.
How Will I Know?
No, one of the ones that nobody knows is the only answer.
I probably would have done All the Man That I Need if I had to.
Holly did that one.
I know. Anyway, it was I have nothing like
Anyway.
is a song that has been sung on this show probably more times than I can count. And it was one of the better versions I've heard, but the song choice was so terrible. Not her fault, but it is what it is. And like even she knew it was a bad idea. She's like, I don't know if people want to hear this song. I was like, ooh, I know whether or not we want to
At
hear
least
it.
she's aware. At least she's self-aware.
Yes.
Well,
agreed.
this is her second time on one of these shows. She knows how they work.
You know what would be really like a total Inception moment is if she performed a song that she did on The Voice.
She better not do that.
Like if she did Feeling Good.
No,
What if that was her coronation song?
it's not gonna be.
Adam Lambert sang it on his finale.
Birds flying high. You know how I feel.
Okay.
All right. Who's next?
Noosa, Megan.
And I feel like a broken record saying this, that I wish she wasn't a CCM singer because her voice is probably my third favorite in the competition. And I have no interest in the music she's going to sing or is singing.
Yeah, I mean, she's solid. I can't really get behind her either, not for the same reasons that Eric can't.
I know.
I liked her song choices this week, though. Angel from Montgomery was the first one, and then Go Rest High on That Mountain. I know she was, like, avoiding that song because of, like, the fact that it was she sang it at her grandfather's funeral. One of her choices was Make You Feel My Love, which I also would have liked. Rescue Story by Zach Williams, I've never heard of. But, of course, I mean, everybody can sing Make You Feel My Love. It was good. I'm not sure how far the Jesus card is going to take her because I feel like I don't want to say that's the only reason she's still there, but
It's not.
it's not, but it does help.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Adam.
Despite my meme about Haven, I actually think next week it's Megan and Oliver going.
Well, free go next week, so.
All right. Well, then Haven's also going. Wait, so we're going 7-4 to 3?
No, we're going 7 to 5. No, we're going 8 to 5 to 3.
8 to 5 to 3. Okay. Yeah, Megan, Haven, and Oliver.
Yep.
I'm kind of leaning in the same direction. But let's not bring anybody down. Whoosh.
Who's next?
Zachariah, that was my analogy. Because he's saying don't bring me down.
That was Grace's segue. I will say, well, I came to this really bad realization earlier today, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's true. He's my second favorite contestant remaining in the competition. And that's how far we've
come. Come on, Eric. Come on.
What?
Really?
What do you mean, really? Yeah, he is.
You like him more than Iam?
Oh, 100%. Ian puts me to sleep. Zachariah, he's corny as hell, but he's got a solid voice, and he picks songs that I enjoy listening to. So I'm out of other people to like. He's my second favorite.
Yeah, I mean, don't bring me down. I mean, normally I would say no to Maybe I'm Amazed, but Don't Bring Me Down is kind of a dumb song, and the falsetto was just.
It was fine. It was terrible.
Yeah, One and Dead or Alive was easily the best choice out of the three that he had. Although, whichever judge picked Crocodile Rock, Lionel picked One and Dead or Alive, but either Luke or Katie, whichever one picked Crocodile Rock, should be promptly fired from this show. Yes. Because we know what happened the last time he sang an Elton John song. Mm-hmm. It was a train wreck. Mm-hmm. Plus, Crocodile Rock you guys didn't watch season 3, but John Stevens sang that song on Elton John night. He was one of those crooner contestants, and it was hilariously awful.
Okay.
And yet he survived past Jennifer Hudson. Anyway, same thing with One and Dead or Alive. Like, some of the upper notes weren't great, but he delivered it pretty well. And sometimes it's better to be entertaining than boring.
Yes. That's why he's my second favorite. He at least puts on a freaking show, and he doesn't put me to sleep.
I think he's gone top 5. I don't think he's going to make the finale.
Totally. No way in hell he makes the finale. He might be on this week, actually. Who knows? But
I was gonna say this guy's gone. Top five. I think he makes it this week. Maybe there's a shocker, like into the top five. Like, but I think he doesn't go further than that. I think it is a very clear.
He's gone this week, personally.
Yeah, it is very clear. Colin, Way, Iam. I don't see anything but that. Horseboy's going to get in there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Iam, let's talk about Iam.
Winner. I got my crown over there. I could, dust it off a little bit, but I don't need to because it's already clean because I wore it last season. And Grace just scowls.
I'll say, he's got a nice voice. However,
there it is.
Every single performance he gives puts me to sleep. If he wins, when he wins, I will be sad.
Oh, don't go all Katy Perry on us.
I'm gonna. When he wins, I'll be sad, but not devastated because at least he's not a country singer. So he's at least somewhat different.
I didn't love either one of his song choices. Bring It On Home for me is cemented by Panda Ross. And that's not a song you can be boring with.
Yeah, it is.
But also, he decided to, take a huge risk by not playing guitar. We knew it was going to have to happen eventually. He's just lucky that Harry Connick Jr. isn't here yanking guitars out of people's hands like he did when he was on season 9.
Memories.
Yeah, he was not only the mentor but the arranger, and that season was full of guitar players. And some of them, it's like taking candy from a baby, like asking them not to have their pacifier. Damn it! I can't even talk. Some of these contestants, their guitar is like Linus's blanket. You just don't take it away. And Iam kind of starting to be one of those contestants. And then What a Wonderful World. I know he was hesitant about it. More Than Words would have been boring as hell as well. And then I don't know the Alan Stone song that he had. But the crowd went nuts both weeks. And then Katy asked him to sing More Than Words, which was her pick, when he wins. First of all, Katy, it's if he wins. It is not a done deal.
It's a done deal.
I think it's he's looking at a 60, 70% chance of winning.
You think that's it, Adam?
Oh, yeah.
I would put 60 to 70. Let's say 70. 20% Colin, 10% Way.
Well, see,
90% Iam, 5% Colin, 5% Way.
I have to be cynical here. I don't know even who is the most cynical out of the three of us.
Is that a question?
I mean, I've been watching these.
All of us. It's all of us who are the most cynical.
Yeah, I have to be cynical.
This show has turned us bitter. It's like drinking bad water, and it just slowly corrupted our minds. We were once innocent and wide-eyed, and then we drank from the reality TV well, and here we are.
Are we just at the bottom of a well?
We don't even realize we're at the bottom.
No, we're at the bottom of a well, just looking up, remembering back when these shows had different types of winners. And
we hit a new low every week, Grace. I discovered that
lower than the bottom of a well.
When Kyra went home, any interest I might have had in this season just
before
walked
you
out the door.
got here, Eric was mentioning how great he would have been on an Alanis Morissette song.
Me?
Eric was. Which we're pretty sure is next week's theme.
You ought to know.
Not that one, but
Uninvited?
Yes, I think Kyra would have killed that song.
But she's not here anymore because
we can't have nice things.
That's why.
But no, I was actually kind of trying to make an Adam type analogy with Lucy's performance. I was thinking of just a plate of deep fried nonsense, everything there. And then you just pour some cheese and gravy on it, and that's what things that don't go well together, and that's what Lucy's performance was.
I have great metaphors. I would be a great judge. I would be comparing.
Adam, you just put us at the bottom of a well.
At least I'm honest. Unlike the judges on this show.
And on that
To go meet the
note,
king. We're not important enough for that.
Disney Week coming up, right?
nope, next week after.
Next week, only one show. Yay!
Oh boy.
And also duets. Boo. Although we were thinking about this because there's 3 girls and 5 boys. Normally, what they do is they pair the girls with the guy that best suits them, and then there's 2 boys left out. That's how it is. I mean, well, I'm thinking season 10, like Haley and Casey and Lauren and Scotty, and then like just the boys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying, but then I was trying to think like which of the boys would I pair with Way, and I couldn't think of anybody.
It's gonna be Way and Megan, calling it now.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way.
I was gonna say like they're probably gonna put 2 of the country boys together.
Oh, 100% Colin and Warren are together.
Maybe Iam and Haven. Although that would be really bad for Haven.
Iam and Oliver.
So then that leaves Haven and
Zachariah.
Although Ian and Oliver were duet partners in Hollywood.
Who cares? They don't care.
Those 2 back together.
Yeah, gives a shit.
Yeah, we're not the producers.
Okay.
We don't get a say in this.
If we would, everyone would be. I don't know where I was going with that. Something funny. Kyra would have been granted every time she was in danger, there would suddenly be another judge's save. That's what it would be.
It's late. I'm tired. Let's wrap this up.
Wrap this up like we're gonna wrap up the season. We're almost there.
We're
gonna stitch these reality hour episodes with duct tape and horse puns.
No,
There I am on Mastodon. Join me there. It's nice. There's Grace on Twitter. Right there. And
Eurovision
Adam,
is next week. That's all I'm going to be tweeting about.
Wait. I'll fix it. And Adam is there on Twitter.
Look, he's over there. No. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
See you all next week.
See you next week.
All right.